kick it off whatever you want.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
yeah, I'm happy to. So hello everyone, and excited to present to you our friends at AutoOps today. Automotive and online scheduling, two things that when I joined the automotive industry nearly a decade ago, I was really surprised to find that those two things did not go together. So automated scheduling has sort of swept through the world. It's transformed many businesses from maybe the local place where you get your haircut to, I'm a runner. I get massages regularly. I can schedule those online. I can book a restaurant online. Certainly, I can schedule service at the dealership online. But really, for independent auto repair shops, this is an area that's lagged significantly. And so I'm really happy that there is an independent company out there working with a lot of the different shop management systems that we find in our shops that is able to provide not just a form on a website that you fill out and then someone has to call you, but real, true, integrated, game-changing online scheduling. So with that, Stephen, why don't you jump in and talk a little bit about what you're doing at AutoOps?
Yeah, and super happy to be on here with you, Kathleen. I'm Stephen Faithful, one of the co-founders at AutoOps, and really you'll see on this main slide here it says enhancing the online scheduling experience. For a long time, RepairPal has done a fantastic job at driving leads to shops that you may not have been able to collect before. They're doing all this SEO work. They're working with different warranty companies, and they have a scheduling experience on their website. And obviously, shops, before they're like, "Hey, we're getting customers," but the key is can we enhance that? And that's really what AutoOps, being a company that just focuses on online scheduling, there's things we're very excited for that we can do with RepairPal to help enhance that. So great, you're getting appointments, but can we make that a little more frictionless and easy for the shops? Is really the goal of kind of this partnership and what AutoOps does in general. We're a company that focuses on online scheduling through a bunch of different areas, whether it's on your website or on Google. But RepairPal is obviously one of the leading for a lot of shops. It's one of their main lead sources, and we want to enhance that experience for them. So moving on to this first slide, I know Kathleen touched it on a little bit, but this is about leveling up the automotive industry and catching it up with other industries that have been with online scheduling for years. I mean, people used to call in for their planes and be like, "Hey, I want to book a plane ticket." That shifted to scheduling that all online. Obviously, restaurants, food service, everyone is switching to online scheduling, and this is really what customers are beginning to expect. I have some stats here on the next page that people are willing to switch when they have a more frictionless option at a shop. A lot of people during the day, Kathleen, what hours do you work during the day?
Well, good question. But technically, probably about 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And most shops are open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. I mean,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of people during the day, I don't usually have time to hop on a phone for 15 minutes, sort through a website, be able to talk with service providers for a while. During the day, I want to be able to schedule online. Even when it comes to after hours, you call in a shop, and a lot of times they'll just be like, "Give us a call tomorrow." A lot of those customers are going to go to a different shop where I call a shop using AutoOps, and it says, "Hey, go to our website. We have a fantastic online scheduling experience," and that's what we're excited for. That RepairPal can hop in after hours. They're driving people are Google searching at all times of the night. And when they hit RepairPal at 10 p.m. at night, we want to let that customer have a good scheduling experience where they actually feel like, hey, I actually booked to the shop. I'm committing to having my work done at this shop. And yes, you can see here, people are expecting it and they're used to scheduling online. Like we talked about a little bit, obviously, PAL looks much cleaner than this, but even before on your guys' websites. This is really, and I know some people have the scheduling through RepairPal. Some people link back to their website, but if you're linking back to your website, this is usually what you have, and we can improve this whether it's on your website or through RepairPal to a more frictionless scheduling experience where you don't have to have this experience. And this is even with RepairPal. Once again, they do a great job driving leads, and they have luckily it's a much prettier looking scheduling experience. But this is still kind of the experience where people have where they submit something You have to call the customer back because it's not based on real time. You have to have a phone call. Hey, does this time work for you? Does this time? I know you selected a time, but we actually saw that we already have an appointment at that time, and this is what we're trying to improve. Where something that kind of used to be complex and efficient now, great, you're getting the customer in the door, but can we save time by turning it into this experience? And this is really what Kathleen and the rest of the team at RepairPal have seen a lot of value in and saying, hey, great, we're getting these customers into your shop, but can we just make it easier for you by looking at real time availability?
Yeah, that's right. And our partners are asking us for this as well because unfortunately, what sometimes happens is that the customer feels or believes that they have booked an appointment at a shop, at least, to drop off their car. And imagine now we just confirmed what normal people, most people's working hours are, right? So you take some time off of work, which actually I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm taking some time off in the morning. I'm going to drop my car off for service, making a grinding noise on the front end. It's don't know what's wrong with it, right? I trust the shop to figure it out for me. I don't need to talk to them about it. I just want to drop it off, have them tell me what's wrong, and fix it, right? And so that's me as a customer profile. But imagine I show up tomorrow and they're like, "Oh, actually, Kathleen, I don't have room for you for 3 days." Annoyed is going to be putting it mildly, right? Like, so, and unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when people are booking and, the repair shop didn't see the text message, email, whatever it is that we sent them, letting them know they had an appointment. They didn't log into their RepairPal dashboard. And then we've got a customer, and maybe that customer was referred by USAA. Maybe they're a member of our, US military, that they're keeping us safe. They're doing all these things. They took time out of their day to drop off their car, and we're telling them we can't see them. Like, oh my gosh, it rips my heart out. So this is the reason why, we want to make real-time appointments that flow all the way through the scheduler. And by the way, shops have asked us for that too. They're so busy, right? And they're like, why don't you just write this into my shop management system? Why do I have to go in the RepairPal dashboard, accept the appointment, and then go and enter it someplace else? Right. So it's a waste of the shop's time. It's certainly not the best consumer experience. And our partners are concerned about the consumer experience. So they're interested too in us connecting all the dots. So really, honestly, this is what we call a classic win-win-win situation.
Definitely, yeah, and we'll talk about it later. And you just hit on a lot of those points, Kathleen. Is that what we're trying to help with shops with here is operational waste, long phone calls that aren't necessary. And I'm not saying aren't necessary for the shop. A lot of the time, the customer doesn't want to be on the phone. I mean, there's just more and more people these days who don't want to sit on a long phone call. Manual data entry, you just hit on it. Is that and that's kind of when we think about the general goal of auto ops, it's saving service advisors times from having to do non-necessary menial tasks, which is typing all this information into their shop management software. And then being able to eliminate double bookings, being able to eliminate that concern where you don't have to go in and double check every appointment because we're looking at what is already in your shop management software is huge. Touch on the poor consumer experience. And then also, the more people you have scheduled online, and I think something we're going to be able to add to RepairPal is just having a better understanding, where did these appointments come from, even once how did they even get to the RepairPal page? So being able to see that information is going to help you guys just understand a little more where your customers are coming from. When we're looking at auto ops as a whole, and I'm gonna come back to this page real quick because I want to skip forward to one part right here. Is that this is really what auto ops as a whole, and this is for auto ops customers, is that RepairPal is soon going to be another source where you should think about, hey, I'm doing all this marketing, I'm doing all these things to get leads in. I need to convert them in a way that helps save more time for my shop. And this is really for auto ops customers. We have a ton of customers that are very excited about this, and excited to know that, hey, I'm not going to have, it feels a little fragmented sometimes where you're like, hey, I have appointments coming in from RepairPal. I have them coming in from Google. I have them coming from my website. I have a call center that's doing some of it. Being able to see this in one consolidated place is something that we're excited about and our customers have expressed interest in. And then, yeah, I know RepairPal does a great job, but then tying into understanding how much revenue they were able to generate. Going back to this page here, this is really what AutoOps focuses on a whole, is that we're going to be able to add, whether it's on your website or with the stuff we do with RepairPal, we're going to be able to add a full integration with your shop management software, where we can do things like pull up the customer record, where we can do things like pull declined services, where we can, obviously, one of the main thing we're talking about today is understanding the live availability in the calendar, and then being able to push those appointments into your shop management software calendar. Some of the things that I know RepairPal is doing with us is looking into some of the schedule settings, being able to have better control over when people are able to schedule at your shop, being able to collect better information about the service, and yeah, doing all this to provide a more engaging and frictionless experience for customers. Looking here, I know we talked a little bit about the integration with the shop management software calendar. Um, Being able to understand, and this is one of the basics of, I know what Kathleen's team is working on, is saying, hey, we can now understand what is already in your shop management software calendar, so we don't have to feel that we have to review every single appointment that is scheduled and be like, hey, is there already something scheduled there? Because I know right now we've talked to some RepairPal customers who said, great, I get the customers in, but I already had an appointment at that time. And I know RepairPal is very excited to be able to, yeah, work through that with us, and then being able to push the appointment into the calendar.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Coming soon. And we'll give more information to folks about that. Certainly if you have questions or you like follow-ups, it's a good time to mention that's what the comments here are for. Happy to accept any questions about any of this. But we will be in touch with our network as we roll this out with our friends at AutoOps.
Yeah, definitely coming in the future. We'll keep everyone updated on that. I know some of the current availabilities we have in AutoOps, and then RepairPal is going to pick up some of these. Yeah, understanding how many appointments do I want per time slot per day? When's the soonest I want a waiter to be able to schedule? The soonest drop off can schedule, which some of that you can already do in RepairPal, which is awesome. So these are a lot of the things that we're looking into at AutoOps, whether converting from RepairPal, Google, your website. Obviously, people can use AutoOps, which is where they then get great integrated online scheduling on their website through Google. But we're super excited to also be able to tie in RepairPal for our customers who already use RepairPal, and then for any customers who are interested in using RepairPal, that will be an added benefit. Kathleen, any final thoughts on what I shared there?
I don't think so. I mean, I do encourage shops to think about AutoOps as a partner that they can do business with directly. This is certainly not limited to RepairPal. So signing up for AutoOps will get you, a really broad range of functionality where you'll be able to put this, on your own website, on Google, on, any other listings. Look, I mean, while RepairPal has competitors, shops might be listing themselves, in multiple places. Might be paying Yelp, might be, paying Google, or at least trying to maximize their Google listing by making sure all their information is correct, something that I recommend shops do anyway. And so using this through RepairPal is an additional and added benefit that will be coming soon. But I do encourage shops to work directly with AutoOps to get the maximum benefit of online scheduling across all of the places where a customer might find out about the shop. Certainly going to be really beneficial for Consumer Reports, USAA, CarMax customers, coming soon in a few weeks, hopefully Microsoft customers. Right? So all of these customers that are booking are going to be able to take advantage of it. But so are, the local person down the street who maybe pulled up your website directly, or your existing customers who want a more convenient way of scheduling with you. It's a great retention tool as well. So I encourage that. And certainly if people want more information from RepairPal, there are lots of different ways of getting a hold of us. My email is kathleen@repairpal.com. So Stephen and I have our first name emails set up. We'd be happy to talk with you more about any of this. And we look forward to bringing this to the shops that work so hard every day. It's nice to be able to give back in this way, making things a little bit easier and more convenient.
Great. Great. Yeah, and we'll keep everyone updated on things they can do with RepairPal. If you want to check more about AutoOps, yeah, as it says here, AutoOps.com. Shoot me an email directly, Steven@AutoOps.com. Show you how you'll collect better information, how you'll provide a way better experience to your customers. You can upsell declined services in the scheduling experience, fantastic schedule settings, and a ton more. So check out a demo, and we'll yeah, go from there. But super excited to be working with the RepairPal team.
Me too.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, great. Well, if there's any questions, you can throw them in. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great start to their year and record-setting years for everyone. Right, Kathleen?
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Awesome, awesome. And then perfect. I think